I feel like that's a little too rich for my blood. I'm gonna go ahead and focus. We ain't gonna get the music up.
Every other flop in 25.
But I got enough whites. I should have called you just because I got the whites.
Come on, everybody's gonna fold?
Yeah, your kings are no good.
Oh, my kings.
All right, who want to be in the vlog?
You're just bad.
I want all of my degenerate friends in the vlog. Did you want to be in the vlog today? He said he gonna be in the vlog. Now, my other friend over here, I know he got warrants because he a Chicago Bears fan.
You telling people
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, you're not on camera, so don't worry about it.
you gotta tell them where you're at.
They gonna be more embarrassed about the team that you support than they are about how many warrants you got. Don't worry about it. All right, so listen, y'all. I'm in the local watering spot. I'm a walk out backwards so I don't get the guy with the warrants. Don't worry about it. But listen. I got something that I want to communicate to y'all before I get out of here. All right. So here's what I want to communicate to y'all before we get up out of here. It has nothing to do with what it is that I'm doing. It's just a Friday night. We chilling. We having a good time. We throwing some chips around. I'm winning, so I'm in a good mood to communicate my thoughts right now. But the thoughts that I want to communicate is this. I don't believe any woman anymore. From the things that I see happening across the internet and the things that I see happening in person and the conversations that I'm having with you guys, I don't believe any woman anymore. It is over. It is completely over. Let me revise that. I believe my daughter. I believe my wife. I believe my mother because I don't think that my mother would ever lie to me. I could be wrong about that. But as far as all the rest of these women that I don't know, I believe Q. I believe all of the women that work for me. But as far as all of the rest of these women, it's a couple more in there. But, see, based off of what it is that I'm communicating with y'all, even I'm capable and susceptible to getting finessed. Listen, man, the spirit of most of these people, the spirit of most of these women. You win, big dog? You good? You ain't up?
Nah, I just got out.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm expecting for you to win. The spirit of most of these women, honest to God, is that of deception. I have no clue whatsoever how we've gone this long as men, but we still continue to get finessed. And you know why? It's what's between their legs. It's the fact that their skin is soft. It's the fact that their voices are so pure sounding. It was like their superpower. It's almost like an animal in the wild, to be honest with you. You know, the weakest animals in the wild is the most poisonous. They're the most deadly, right? If you run up on a porcupine, if you go over into, you know, a little python, it can insert so much venom in you. If you run up on the wrong spider, it can insert so much venom in you that it'll paralyze you. And that's literally what's happening to you guys today. You guys are literally paralyzed by the pee. I've seen so many guys. That show that I did a couple of days ago on Wednesday, y'all got to tune in to Wednesday nights. The show that I did a couple of days ago on Wednesday actually really solidified it, and it solidified the idea that we really got a lot of work to do as men. And I'm not talking about work to do as far as getting ourselves together, because that work has already been in place for a long time. It's a lot of guys that's winning. It's a lot of guys that's running it up. We doing it silently. We're not necessarily highlighting it. I'm one of the ones that's at the forefront of the movement as far as being willing to show what it is that I'm making, all of that. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Make sure you get that Teach Hanley 30% off your first order plus a free gift. But in another sense, we need to work on our character and our ability to be able to discern the ones that make sense and the ones that don't. And so many guys that's getting finessed. These women are using y'all for a come up. They're not just using y'all for food, but they stand with you for an extended period of time, even cheating on you, letting you pay for them to go to school, run it up, and then they leave once they get their degree and they're able to make some money. Now, they still not doing the thing that's in their best interest, because they still gonna mess up. But at the same time, you shouldn't be the one that be the fall guy. You shouldn't be the one that get used as a result of it at all. Listen, I'm chilling. I had to get my thoughts out. I've been out taking care of business all day, even though I've been a little bit under the weather. I had to get out of the house because I was in the studio all week. I was in the studio all day yesterday, and I worked from home today. And then I went over into the site that they was doing the construction at, and that was going absolutely awesome. And so I just came out. I ain't got to travel this weekend. I can come and kick it over at the local watering spot, throw around some poker chips, have a little bit of fun. and then kick it with the fellas because, you know, it's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. But the one thing that I don't have to worry about here, as many chips as I throw around, whether I win or I lose, I don't have to worry about getting finessed. And that's the thing that y'all got to worry about. Y'all got to worry about how much you're going to lose in child support. Y'all got to worry about how much you're going to lose when she divorces you. Y'all got to worry about taking care of another man's kids because they out here. That's the worst of the worst. The fact that these women are literally convincing y'all that y'all kids is y'all. Yo, I know guys, or I've met guys. I'm trying to convince some guys. I know some guys who woman told them, or they found out that their kid wasn't theirs by a fluke. They wound up going ahead and testing the kid because they seen something that didn't make sense, or somebody said something, somebody in the family slipped up and said something. And so they went ahead and figured out what their curiosity was trying to tell them, and then they solved for the problem. I know guys that found out that their kids wasn't theirs, and because they so emotionally connected to the kid, they still stand. How are you still sticking around? How are you still staying? How are you still rocking out with women that don't have your... If she will lie to you about that, imagine the amount of things that she lied to you. Listen, I'm not telling you that every woman is honest at all. I'm telling you that all of them have some level of deceit in their heart, but you can weed that out. You can deal with it appropriately. You can manage it appropriately if it makes sense and if she's under your covering. But let me tell you something. If she lied to you about your kid not even being yours, she don't respect you. She don't care nothing about you. She think that you a sucker. She know that you weak. Listen, she was already cheating on you with no rubber. What other evidence do you need? And then you talking about, well, I'm still emotionally attached to the kid. That ain't your kid, bro. That's not your kid, homie. And because you out here walking around looking like a fool, you making the rest of us look like simps and suckers. I told you, ain't no one man above a group. I had to learn that the hard way. It's not about just what Anton stand for. It's not about the fact that Anton ain't in child support court. It's not about the fact that Anton has been successfully married for a long time. It's about the fact that if we don't band together, then the worst of us, or those that are suffering the most, are going to suffer egregiously. And that should not be the case. We got to start holding ourselves accountable, but we also have to do the thing that's in our own best interest. And we got to start making smarter decisions. And if you're not holding these women accountable, and if you still think that they're telling you the truth, even though they've been lying to you your entire existence, what do you think that that's going to do? What do you think what hope is there for the youth? What hope is there for your friends? What hope is there for your sons and your nephews and your daughters? Shouldn't be like this, bro. It should not be like this, but I got faith in you. I got faith in humanity, and I'm going to lead the way every single day. I'm going to give you the game and the insight and hopefully the inspiration going forward, starting next week, that's going to help you make a better decision for yourself. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm out of here. Peace, man.